Homa Bay Town Member of Parliament Peter Kaluma has faulted Chief Justice David Maraga's advisory to the President seeking to dissolve Parliament, saying it is akin to opening a Pandora's box. According to Kaluma, the advisory has opened a window for the executive to take advantage of the situation and infringe on the independence of the legislature.
The advisory by the Chief Justice David Maraga seeking for the dissolution of Parliament over failure to pass the 2/3 gender rule continues to elicit mixed reactions. Homa Bay Town MP Peter Kaluma is the latest to weigh in on the debate, saying the advisory was ill-advised.
This is the season for all bad laws and bad policy decisions. Because the President has been told, now it depends upon you for Parliament to exist. So if he wants a law, even if it is against the Kenyans to be passed, he simply needs to wave the stick. You either pass or you go home.
With Law Society of Kenya among those supporting dissolution of Parliament, Kaluma challenged women to contest with their male counterparts without fear to increase their representation.
I'm not asking for a free seat. I want to be certain when I'll stand in Homa Bay Market to ask for a vote, I will not be indignified so much than my brother who will stand on the same podium. I want to know if I go to a bank and ask for a facility to finance my campaigning, I'll not be asked, for instance, to go back and ask for my husband's consent of a property I myself acquired.
Women have misinterpreted the 2/3 gender requirement to mean that there will be free seats to be given to them without competition. When the best of you do not go out and run, you don't give Kenyans the option to pick people. And that is where it ends. Then you come, crying in the boardrooms in Nairobi, we are fewer in Parliament.
A proposal by the Uasin Gishu County Woman Representative Gladys Sholei calling for the scrapping of the women representative post was also opposed. They made the remarks during a panel discussion on inclusivity of women and persons living with disability in representation at a Nairobi hotel as part of activities marking Legal Awareness Week. Other speakers at the forum urged Parliament to pass legislation to empower persons living with disabilities, saying they have been marginalized for long.
Let's talk about inclusion. Not merely saying that we have people with disabilities in a very tokenistic way, but inclusion that is meaningful. Inclusion where we can see people with disabilities in middle level management. In inclusion where we can see people progressing.
So if we think about these small things that affect persons with disability and put people who are not necessarily persons with disability, but people who understand disability, because we live in an environment where we must be included. People who understand what they're doing. I think we are not there at Japan, but we'll get to Japan.
So we need now to have funds which are specific to persons with disability. We need now to review our laws and secure proper representation. The idea of voice at every decision making for persons with disability. We need to go to the basics, as my brother here was saying. In the Constitution, those specific things like just access to a building.
The Legal Awareness Week is organized by the Law Society of Kenya to sensitize the public on the justice process. Suleiman Yeri, Channel 1 News.